Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, back with another kicking graphic novel review. Yes, I know this has been the majority of videos recently. There is an upcoming G&G. We will get to that. But until then, got some other stuff to review with you all. Today we are reviewing The War of the Realms Prelude from Marvel Comics. This event was a long time coming. I guess you could say it really started in the Mighty Thor, the post-Secret Wars one with Jane Foster Thor. Let me read you the back of the book real quick. Jason Aaron's epic Thor run is about to shake reality to its foundations. The War of the Realms looms. But how did it begin? Watch the Dark Elf Malekith's plot unfold across these key chapters, beginning with his first appearance, his untold origin, and his return to plague not one mighty Thor, but two. When the Odin son is rendered unworthy, Jane Foster wields Mjolnir to fight the chaos spread by Malekith and his dark allies. A new Legion of Realms, the Norns, and the Queen of Cinders all feature as Malekith's power grows, and the stage is set for war. Collecting Thor 1966, number 344, Thor God of Thunder, number 13 and 17, Mighty Thor 2015, numbers 1 through 2 and 13 through 14, as well as 22, and material from Thor God of Thunder, number 25, Mighty Thor 2015, number 4, and number 700, and Mighty Thor at the Gates of Valhalla, written by Walter Simonson and Jason Aaron, and illustrated by Walter Simonson, Ron Garney, Russell Dauterman, Steve Epting, R.M. Guerrera, and more. Yeah, so like half the stuff in here, all the Jane Foster Thor stuff that was in here, I already have, because I have all the Jane Foster Thor books with the pre and post Secret Wars. There's only a little pre-Secret Wars. But I got some. And I never finished reviewing the Jane Foster Mighty Thor. I think I have 2 volumes of that left, and then it's over. But yeah, War of the Realms Prelude. I like to get the little Prelude books before I read the Marvel events, you know? I like to get the little Prelude books. But it starts out with an older book. The first appearance of Malekith, actually. We see, like Odin sends a messenger to Loki to warn him about Malekith, but Loki is working with Malekith and actually knows the Dark Elves' plan, which is, so Loki's basically like, screw it, I know what's up, I already know, and he like tricks the pacifist into drawing blood. It was really cool. We also get the origin of Malekith, where like all his brothers died in war, and his mom profited by selling dogs for War and the Hunt, and he was sold to the army because of war. He burned corpses in the war. Everything he ever is and was is due to war. And then this, like, big sorcerer, wizard, dark elf guy saves Malekith, teaches him everything he knows. Malekith far surpasses him. And the sorcerer is like, how would you like to help me end war? And Malekith's like, no way in hell. Malekith kills him because he's like, without war, my whole life is pointless. Since the moment I was born, all I've known is war. So war has to always continue. But his master, before dying, scars Malekith's face, which is why he has a dark half on one of the sides of his faces. Even darker than his normal dark elf complexion, just pitch black, to show the evil within him, and etc. We get the issue where he is freed from his icy prison of sorts. And the War of the Realms starts, but it's not quite begun. So we get like the very beginning of that story, and then we get the issue that ends that story with the Dark Elves basically surrendering to Malekith so that he'll stop slaughtering them. And you know, the League of Realms and Thor kind of lose in the end, which is pretty insane. It's pretty wild. But it was a good issue. I'd like to read that whole volume, to be honest. Then we get into the Mighty Thor. We see like Jane Foster doing chemo and stuff, and Malakath dumps all those light elves and crash into space and crashes a Roxxon space station, which is kind of a declaration of war, sort of. And then like the Council of the Realms doesn't want to do anything about it. All they do is bicker. All they do is bicker. Loki joins up with Malakath. Loki has to prove himself to his ice giant father, who has come back to life. A lot of crazy stuff. A lot of fighting of dark elves as well. Enchantress is there, you know. There's like a dark League of Realms as well as a light one, you know. Pretty crazy stuff. We see the Queen of the Light Elves marry Malakath to bring peace, but it doesn't bring peace. Of course it doesn't bring peace. He wants genocide against their entire, not only their entire race, but their entire realm. Like all life in their realm. Just, they want it snuffed out. A new League of Realms is formed to free said Elf Queen, and they fight the new curse, which was pretty cool. It was a good issue. I really miss Jane Foster Thor. I cannot wait for Thor: Love and Thunder because I just really missed her so much. We get another issue where like Malakath's talking to the Queen of Cinders or Embers or whatever. The War Thor shows up to fight her, and he's like he also wants to commit genocide. Lots of genocide in this volume, and it's only selected issues. So that's a lot of genocide in recent years of Thor comics. Oh man. We also get another issue with Thor running around doing some stuff. And then his daughters go to the past to find Jane Foster Thor, which was pretty cool. Fun little issue. But that's it. I mean, honestly, if you know Malakath's origin and you've read the Jane Foster Mighty Thor book, you don't really need to pick this up. But if you don't know his origin and haven't read her title and you want to read War of the Realms, definitely either do that, just like get the issue with his origin and her War of the Realms stuff, and her titles, or you can just read this beforehand. I always like to get these, you know. It's a nice recap, so I don't have to read the entirety of Mighty Thor and everything if I want to, you know, just quickly jump into War of the Realms. And honestly, I mostly read War of the Realms because one of the Donny Cates Venom books happens in it as a tie-in. Well, I mean, I wanted to read War of the Realms anyways, but I'm saying I'm trying to catch up on Donny Cates Venom. I reviewed Volume 1 forever ago, and it's not technically a volume of his run, but it's a book in the series, Venom. I'm not even sure it was written by Cates, actually. We'll get to that later. But that is it for the War of the Realms Prelude. Thank you all very much for tuning in and giving your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all those cool links in the description below. Our link tree will take you to everything. Also, check us out on Patreon, where you can see lots of exclusive videos, pictures, behind-the-scenes stuff from like my bigger productions and etc. You know, it's not all reviews. I mean, that's a lot of it, but every once in a while we do something bigger. Got a new detective series coming. All kinds of fun stuff. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all next time.